Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pulara Vindayata Patra Netra yena tvaya bharata thaila purna prajwalito jnāna-maya pradīpaha Namo Namaha. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are joining. We are coming to the closing stages of the karma-yoga. As we have seen the dimension of karma-yoga, what we were introduced in the second chapter, it has in the third chapter, it is exclusively, it is called as karma-yoga. This has opened it to us in a altogether new facet. New facet has opened up. Bhagavad Gita is one of the centerpieces of Mahabharata. Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranama are the centerpieces of Mahabharata. Bhara means heaviness. Mahabharata got its weight mainly because of Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranama. And Charakacharya also, it's one of the authorities in Ayurveda. Charakacharya, he talks about in the Chikitsa section. In his Chikitsa section, he wrote it thousands of years back. In that section, he gave the how to treat the body. He talks about churna or leha or massaging therapy, other therapy, many that purification techniques. And at the end he says, you can do all this, but if the ultimate, the sure cure is chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama. Vishnu Sahasranama is Vishnum Sahasramurdhanam Charachara Prabhum Vibhum Stvan Nama Sahasrena Sarvam Sarva Roga Sarva Jvara Vyapotahi Sarva Jvara. And whatever the ailments we have, whatever ailments, maybe a physiological, psychological ailments, whatever is the ailment, the ultimate, the sure cure is contemplating on Vishnu Sahasranama. Even Charakacharya, it's a great exponent of Ayurveda, he talks about. I can't give you medicine for various churnas, leha and kashaya and other treatment I can suggest, but ultimate sure cure is it's a chanting of the Vishnu Sahasranama. The chanting, that vibration, various vibrations it's creating in the body, it's a sure cure for the most deadly diseases also. It's a message of Charakacharya. Now the Mahabharata, I talked about the story Drupada. Drupada, he trained both the Pandavas and Kauravas, and they had a show and tell case. In a big stadium, they had to display their talent. And Karna was performed, his performance was slightly better than Arjuna. He did it, whatever Arjuna could do, Karna could do it faster. And Duryodhana, then he sees that opportunity and he knew the background of Karna. And immediately he wanted to take him on his side because he wanted, right from his childhood, he had jealousy against Pandavas. and he wanted to destroy, and he thought Karna will be a right match for Arjuna. He took him on his side, and he thought, now it's only the Bhima is the person to be managed. Somehow we can look after him, and I will talk about the methods Duryodhana employed to get rid of Bhima and others in the coming classes. Now, after that, the performance is done, exam is done. Now, Drupada says, now I have taught you, I need the Guru Dakshina. And who will give it to me? Then Guru Dakshina and both Pandavas and Kauravas, they were, Arjuna put up his hand, yes, I am ready to give. Kauravas, they were a bit reluctant. This Guru Dakshina, we have seen the talent of Dronacharya. If he is asking, that means he can't do, then that means we also may not be able to do. They were silent. Now Drupada said, I want the Guru Dakshina. What I want you to go to the Panchala Desha, where Drupada was there, his classmate, childhood classmate, Dronacharya's classmate. I want you to go there and captivate Drupada and bring him to me. That is the Guru Dakshina. Then the Kauravas, they thought it's an easy task. We can easily do that one. They said we will go first. And Pandavas, they did not resist. They said, Bhima thought, he knew the situation. He said, let them go, but we will be at the backup. In case if they can't do, we will go as a backup. So they also, the Kauravas, the Duryodhana was so confident. It's an easy task. We have the backing of Karna is there with us. We are all well trained, and Drupada is nowhere to be compared to us. And he said, we will go, and Pandavas, they went up to the boundary of Panchala. They were waiting what will happen. Kauravas went. Drupada had a boon from Surya Bhagavan. He had done he invoked the blessings from Surya Bhagavan that nobody should able to defeat him in 1 yojana area. In 1 yojana around 8 mile area, nobody should able to defeat me. And he had a boon of that one. Kauravas went there, and seeing the enemies attacking, even the household ladies, they came out with broomstick and they started beating Kauravas. They could not even stand the housewives. They were beating them with the broomsticks, and they ran away. They could not, because they had a boon from Surya Bhagavan. Nobody should be able to defeat them. Even the household ladies and even small kids, they started pelting stones and broomsticks, and they shoot them away. They came running. It's the way in which they went, in the same pace they returned. They came back running out. They came back running out, and we are defeated. They came out saying that, help, protect us. And these household people, along with Drupada got a warning now. His son Drishtake, in the first chapter it talks about Drishtake-tusche-kitanaha, at the names of his children. Drishtaketu, Chekitana, along with the Drupada, they started chasing Kauravas, and they came near the boundary. They came out of that 1 yojana area. They came out. Now Pandavas, they got alert. These Kauravas, they can't do that one. Now Pandavas went in. So Drupada had come out of his the protection area, and Pandavas could able to easily conquer those people. And Arjuna caught hold of Drupada, and he bound him and put him in his chariot and brought him in front of Drupada, and he put him in front of Drupada, in front of the Dronacharya. And in the while, though he was captivated and bound, Drupada was feeling very happy. The way in which Arjuna treated him, he treated him with respect. He did not dishonor him, and he paid respect because he was of the similar age of Bhishmacharya. Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, Drupada, all are the same age. Because of he gave a respect, he did not mistreat. Drupada was very happy the way in which he was treated by Arjuna. Now he was thrown in front of Dronacharya. Now Dronacharya said to Drupada, "You said when I came to your kingdom, you said you did not know. You did not know me. You don't recognize, and the king will have a friendship only with the king, not with the beggars. Now you are in my captive. The kingdom, entire kingdom is mine. And do you recognize me now?" Then Drupada shyly said, "Yes, I recognize you." And Drupada said, Dronacharya said, "I am the king now, king of this territory, and this king I cannot have a friendship with a pauper. You don't have anything, I have everything. Whole kingdom is mine. I cannot make a friendship with a pauper." What you said, it's the same applies. I am also saying that one. You have nothing, I am the king, entire thing belongs to me, I can't make a friendship with you. But I am not like you. I want equal. I want to make a friendship with equals. This kingdom, whatever is that, half, I will take half, you take half. So we become equals. We become equals, then I will make a friendship with you. And is it okay? And Drupada was boiling from within, so much insulted. He was insulted, boiling in front of others. He was insulted. Dronacharya gave half the kingdom back to Drupada. Take that one. And remaining half, Dronacharya took it. This is mine. We are friends now. And he asked him to go. Dronacharya, remaining half, whatever he took, he being brought up as a Silonchana Vritti, he distributed the whole land to the needy people. To the needy people for Goshala, and for the poor people he distributed to the needy people. He did not keep it. And Drupada, on his way, he was boiling within. So much insulted. I was insulted by Dronacharya. And he made a firm decision. I should somehow kill this Dronacharya. Instead of the friendship, how Mahabharata is panning out. Instead of doing that, Dronacharya wanted to convey the message, he decided somehow I should kill Dronacharya. And at the same time, he was thinking the way in which Arjuna handled him. He was so fascinated with Arjuna, and he thought Arjuna should be my son-in-law. At that time, Drupada did not have a daughter also. He did not have a daughter also, but he said, Arjuna should be my son-in-law. And how to do that one, and that is the story opens up in the coming weeks. And that firm decision, one is I have to get a son who I myself cannot kill Dronacharya. I must get a son who will be able to kill Dronacharya, and I should get a daughter and I should marry her off to Arjuna. That was the sankalpa he made, and he went back to his kingdom. It's a so fascinating story when you see that one, how the story slowly opens up. Mahabharata story opens up. Arjuna Uvacha, jyayasi chet karmanaste, mata buddhir janardana, tatkim karmani ghore mam, niyojayasi Keshava. And Arjuna at the beginning, he thought karma yoga, he did not karma yoga, he thought doing any action is karma yoga. Being busy in my life, he thought it's a karma yoga. He was mistaken. Somehow busy. Be busy in your life is karma yoga. He thought that one, and he thought Sri Krishna is asking him to get engaged, be busy, and he thought that is karma yoga. And you talk about jnana-yoga is superior, and still you push me to do action. Tell me what I have to do. It was his misunderstanding. Vyamishreneva vakyena, buddhim mohayasiva me, ekam vada nishchitya, yena shreyo apnuyam. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, lokesmin dvi-vidhā nishtha, pura prokta maya nagha, jñāna-yogena sankyanam, karma-yogena yoginam. And many people, even many experts, many vidvamsas, they can't say this one, jñā. You have to say jñā, you have to use your nasal also. And in North India they say gna, gna. And they can't say gna, and even jñā they can't say gna. They say gna. Gna and jñā are different. They convey the different meaning. Jnāna-yog, they say jñāna-yog. Jnāna-yog, even the many experts, they talk about jnāna-yog. It is not jnāna-yog. Jñā, you have to say jñā, you have to use your nasal also. There is two different one, shatrugna. Shatrugna, gna means cut. Cut. Shatrugna, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. It is Shatrugna means one who destroys the enemies. That is Shatrugna. And Jñā means knowledge. Gna means cut. There are conveys the different meaning, opposite meanings, and try to pronounce it properly. Jnāna-yogena sankyanam, karma-yogena yoginam, na karmana manaramba, nishkarmyam purushošnute, na cha sannyasana deva, siddhim samadhigacchati, nahi kaschik kshanamapi, jatu tishthatyakarma-krit, karyate hyavashak karma,
Avashak karma.
Sarva prakriti-jair gunaihi.
Sarva prakriti-jair gunaihi.
Karmendriyani sanyamya.
Karmendriyani sanyamya.
Ya aste manasa smaran.
Ya aste manasa smaran.
Indriyarthan vimodhatma.
Indriyarthan vimodhatma.
Mityacharasa uchyate.
Mityacharasa uchyate.
Shri Krishna is saying there should be a coordination between the body and the mind. The coordination he is talking about, yoga also about body and the mind. If the physically not doing, mentally thinking about that one, it is called as hypocrisy. There should be physically, if you are not doing, mentally also you should calm down. Mentally Arjuna wanted to run away, and even after running away he would have been thinking on that one. Many people, the problem with the elderly people, I go to the aged care also. Physically they to teach yoga, I go there, and physically they can't do, but mentally very dynamic, very disturbed. They have so much of desire, but physically they can't do. Lot of frustration, lot of disappointment, whinging, cringing, and grumpy in the old age, because there is a discord between the body and the mind. Yoga is a must for everyone. As we age, we see the effect. Many people are grumpy because physically they can't, but mentally they are very active. They haven't invested time in coordinating body and the mind. The importance of yoga, we won't realize now. As we age, we realize that one. Mind is very disturbed, agitated. Mind wants to run at 100 kilometers, but body cannot. Body has become slowed, body has slowed down, mind is busy. Yoga is for body and the mind, and body and the mind can be coordinated well when it is aligned with spirituality. That is why our Vasudeva Kriya Yoga, I called it as divinity in yoga. That dimension I have brought it out. That it's elderly people, it's an investment. It's good to see many children are doing the teachers training also. Many children are taking up yoga. It will be a great investment for them. They will see the fruit of yoga as they are aging. They start reaping the benefits. Yastvindriyani manasa niyamya-rabate Arjuna. Karmendriyai karma-yoga. Asakta sa vishishyate. Niyatam kuru karmatvam. Karma-jyayo hi karmana. Sharira-yatrapi chet. Na prasiddheda akarmanaha. Akarmana, inaction is not a solution. Inact. It's when things had to be done, sitting idle, becoming a mute spectator is not the solution. You must act such a way that it is saying that how you must act. Shunning away, being a mute spectator is not the solution. When injustice being done, being a mute spectator, what we can do? We are ordinary citizens. We are helpless. What to do? All we can do is we can pray to the God. That is, it is a akarmana. In my book also I mentioned in Mathura, when the Mughals, they started Mathura at that time, it's so much of wealth was there, even many statues made up of diamonds and precious stones. Plenty of wealth were there. Mughals, Ghazni and those people, they started attacking and pilfering and destroying and taking. And people of Mathura, they all did was praying to the God. God, you look after. God, you look after. What we can do? What we can do? Because of that, they looted. They saw the inaction. They misunderstood the spirit of the Shastra. They thought only all you had to do is pray, God will look after. The result, they exploited. Many invaders came to India and looted, exploited. The roll-on effect is still India is experiencing that one. It's misunderstood the Shastra, scriptures, inaction. Shri Krishna says inaction is not the solution. With inaction, you can't even maintain your own body. Forget about looking after the country. Niyatam kuru karmatvam.
Niyatam kuru karmatvam.
Karma-jñāna-yogena karmana.
Karma-jñāna-yogena karmana.
Sharira-yatrapi chet.
Sharira-yatrapi chet.
Na prasiddheda karmanaha.
Na prasiddheda akarmanaha.
Yajñārtan karmano nyatra.
Yajñārta karmano nyatra.
Lokoyam karma bandhanaha.
Lokoyam karma bandhanaha.
Tadartam karma kaunteya.
Tadartam karma kaunteya.
Mukta sangas samachara.
Mukta sanga samachara.
Sahayajna praja sruštva.
Sahayajna praja sruštva.
Purovacha prajapatihi.
Urovacha prajapatihi.
Anena prasavishwadva.
Anena prasavishwadya.
Yena otishta kamaduka.
Esha ostishta kamaduka.
Yesha otishta kamaduka.
Esha ostishta kamaduka.
Yajñārtan karmano yatra. All your action must be like an yajna, as an offering to the God. All your life should be like an yajna. And I will talk about this one tomorrow also. What we hear, we may be hearing the same thing, but we listen it differently. Everyone listen it differently. This whole life must be like an yajna, and yajna it's as an offering to the God. One student called me up, said, you asked me to do yajna. What yajna I should do? What havan I had to do? What havan I had to do? I talked about this yajna whole life, and he said, you talked about yajna, what havan I had to do? See, our understanding, though we hear the same message, we listen it to that, we listen differently. And sahayajna praja sruštva.
Sahayajna praja sruštva.
Purovacha prajapatihi.
Purovacha prajapatihi.
Anena prasavishwadva.
Anena prasavishwadva.
Yena otishta kamaduka. Yesha otishta kamaduka.
Esha ostishta kamaduka.
And the Creator, Brahma, when he created, he said, you go. It's a yajna, as an offering, you lead a life and get whatever you want from this earth. Now, the globally people are talking about Scotland. Just now they finished the summit on the global summit on sustainability. What is the reason for that one? Why they had to call this one crisis point? We are at the tipping point. Why? Because it is not an yajna. It is based on we are leading a life on greed. I don't care about others. It is not an yajna. I don't care what happens to others. Me and mine, and unsustainable way. Unsustainable way we are leading a life. And for example, the tissue box. People, they carry the tissue box everywhere, and the soft tissue. Softer the tissue, we want a soft tissue, you had to have a fresh pulp, fresh tree. And to make soft tissues, they say, our children have given an assignment also. these things to be pondered on. To make soft tissues, they have to chop down 10 million trees a year in the world to make soft tissues. Other day, one lady came to my house and to express her problem, and tears started coming when she was talking. One tissue after other, she was pulling it out, and no concern for that one. Maybe she would have pulled out around 10 or 20 tissues and out. And do we know the repercussion of this one? And how much of wastage? Why don't you carry your hanky? We don't carry hanky. You can use that one. Tissue, we think it's $1, you get a box and it's very cheap, and we use that one recklessly. Mindful living, and when you are leading a life, you should be mindful of what is the repercussion. Tissue you can wash your hands. After eating, we just wipe our hands and face with the tissue. Why don't you wash with water? It is more economical to use water than using the tissue box. Tissue, because amount of water is wasted to bring out the tree and chopping out, is far higher than water required to wash your hands. Minimize the wastage. Be mindful living. And devan bhavayata nena, te deva bhavayantu vaha, parasparam bhavayantaha, shreya-paramavapsyata, ishtan bhogan hi vo deva, dasyante yajñā-bhavitaha, taidartana pradayebhyo, ye bhunte stena evasa, yajñā-shishta-shinas santo, muchyante sarva-kilbishaihi, bhunjante te agam tvagam papam, ye pachantya atmakaranat, annad bhavanti bhutani, parjanyatanna sambhavaha, yajñād bhavati parjanyo, yajñā karma samudbhavaha, karma brahmodbhavam vidhi, brahmakshara samudbhavam, tasmat sarvagatam brahma, nityam yajñe pratishtitam. Annad bhavanti, this is a cycle. You follow this cycle. Do not break the cycle. And food is coming from water, from the rain. Whatever crops come out of the rain. We need a rain for good crops. And rain comes because of our sacrifice. The sacrifice we make in our life for the benefit of others. It is rain comes out of that one. The yajñād bhavati parjanyo, yajña karma samudbhavaha. The sacrifice, we can make a sacrifice through the karma yoga. Karma yoga, the sacrifice can happen. Now it's globally the weather is upset in India, Chennai is marooned under water. It's a water everywhere. Uniform distribution is not happening. Rain has to be distributed. It has to be distributed properly. Wind has to cooperate so that the cloud is distributed properly, so that water is distributed everywhere. Wind is not distributing it properly. It is similar to us. The wealth is not distributed. It's only hoarding. Greed. We want to hold on. When we are holding on, we are not sharing with others what we have. We want to grab and hold on to us. We want to accumulate, hoard. We don't want to distribute. This is what we see in the nature also. It is pouring down in one side, other side nothing. When you start hoarding, that way it is showing that nature is telling us what I am doing, it is similar to what your lifestyle is. You are busy hoarding, you are not distributing what you have. What you have, it is not for your use, it is for distribution. I used to distribute. Cloud used to say, I used to distribute before. Now, you are not distributing, you are holding. Now, like what you are doing, I am showing what is the outcome of that one. Deluge, heavy rain, no rain because of this one. This is, we are breaking the cycle. The nature is teaching us this message. What your life is meant for sharing and caring. Reach out. And if you do not do, this is what it is going to happen. We have become so greedy. Now this is what it is, your lifestyle. Nature is telling. How you are leading a life? Look at this one. And unbearable. In people in Chennai, they are screaming no power supply, no water, no food. And they are blaming the government. We are not contemplating on why it is happening. How is my lifestyle? Shri Krishna says it is because of this one. Evam pravartitam chakram
एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रं
nanu vartayati yahayaha
नानु वर्तयति हयः
agayo indriya ramo
अभायुरिन्द्रियारामो
mogam partha sajivati.
मोघं पार्थ स जीवति.
If you are breaking you start only the desire, selfish desire, you are leading a life in vain. Shri Krishna says, you are leading a life in vain. You have to reach out wherever you are possible. It doesn't matter, you need 10 people, 100 people to begin with. Even one person is so fine, one person is fine. If my life is of use for one person, then it is a fulfillment. When Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was saying, even if I make a change, make a difference to one soul, my purpose of coming has been served. If you are taking a yoga class, that somebody said, only one person, I don't want to waste my time. One person, can't you know, you are seeing the one person, the God in that one, you got an opportunity to serve. People say, I don't want to teach. I am wasting my time if I am teaching only one person. Shri Krishna says that opportunity, make use of all opportunity to serve wherever possible. That to serve, we say we don't get an opportunity to serve the God. That these opportunities come in front of you, you should utilize, serve, reach out wherever you are. Yastva atmarati reva
यस्त्वा आत्मरतिरेवा
स्याद्यात्मा तृप्तश्च मानवा
स्यादात्मा तृप्तश्च मानवः
आत्मन्यैव च सन्तुष्टः
आत्मन्येव च सन्तुष्टः
तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते.
तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते.
When you are found, discovered a pulse of your life, then you need not have to move away. You stick to your pulse. You found many of us, most of us, we pass our life without discovering the pulse. Why? What is the core strength of my personality? I do not know. Most of us, I may go to a company and my HR manager can say, you are a manager, your core strength is this one. HR manager can say, it is okay that HR manager, but inside everyone has a unique talent. It is only like a fingerprint. How unique is that one, so is you. You are also so unique. Have you discovered that one? It is beyond the HR manager. You have to discover that one. When you discover that one, your life becomes a celebration. You experience the freedom. You experience the freedom in your life. Most of us, we don't know what is my DNA, what is my core strength, what is that one thing that is very unique to me. Nobody has that one. What is that I have? Most of us, we don't know. Shri Krishna says, perchance, if you discover that, your DNA, what is that? Nobody has that one. You are not moving away. Naivatasya krite nartho
नैवतस्य कृतेनार्तो
na krite neha kaschana
नाकृतेनेह कश्चन
na chasya sarvabhuteshu
न चास्या सर्वभूतेषु
कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः
कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः
तस्मादसक्त सततं
तस्मादसक्तसततं
कार्यं कर्म समाचर
कार्यं कर्म समाचार
असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म
असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म
परमाप्नोति पुरुषः.
परमाप्नोति पुरुषः.
Until, how do you find that your DNA? Shri Krishna says you have to slog. Keep on trying. Make use of all opportunities to express yourself. You don't know when you will find your DNA. Tasmat asaktam satatam. Without any personal motive, keep on trying. Make use of all opportunity to serve. You don't know when that click happens. When the opportunity is there, make use of that one. That click, you will find that one. Try. Keep on trying. It may be one life or many life. We don't know how long to find that pulse. But don't give up. Keep on trying, and when you are doing asakto, he acharan karma, acting this way, doing karma yoga this way, paramapnoti purushaha. You will discover your pulse. You will discover your DNA. Undoubtfully, Shri Krishna assures all of us. Karmanyeva hi samsiddha.
कर्मण्येह हि संसिद्धा
Astita janakadayah.
आस्तिता जनकादयः
Lokasangраhamevapi.
लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि
Sampashyan kartu arhasi.
सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि.
This way, Janaka also he discovered his pulse this way. Shri Krishna says, the pulse, even great Janaka Raja. And because he found that pulse that way, his daughter was none other than Sita Devi. Sita Devi, such a brilliant, he found his pulse. In his family, Sita Devi was born. His son-in-law was none other than Lord himself. Lord Rama was son-in-law. He did his karma yoga this way. Shri Krishna says, you do that one, for he is urging all of us. You do work this way. Yadyada charati shreshta
यद्यदा चरति श्रेष्ठ
tattadeva itaro janaha
तत्तदेव इतरो जनः
sayat pramanam kurute
यत् प्रमाणं कुरुते
lokastadanu vartate.
लोकस्तदनुवर्तते.
This way, your action will motivate, inspire your generations to come. Your children will be motivated. Your grandchildren will be motivated. If you act this way, your colleagues will be motivated. Your community will be motivated. Name partasi kartavyam.
न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यम्
Trishu lokeshu kinchana.
त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन
Nana avaptavyam.
नानवाप्तामवाप्तव्यम्
Varta eva cha karmani.
वर्त एव च कर्मणि
Yadi hyayam na karta varteyam.
यदि ह्यहं न वर्तेयम्
Jatu karmanya tandritaha.
जातु कर्मण्यतन्द्रितः
Mama vartmanu vartante.
मम वर्तानुवर्तन्ते
Manushya partha sarvashaha.
मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः.
If the elder Shri Krishna talks about himself, if he is idle, entire generation will perish, humanity will perish. Why he takes the incarnation to set as a role model, to uplift the morale of the society, civilization. The Lord takes incarnation. He comes, avatara, and he talks about elders at the house. They have to live like such a way that their younger generation get motivated by that one. Utsideyu ime loka na kuryam karma chedaham sankarasya cha kartasya upahanya imam praja sakta karmanya vidvamso yata kurvanti bharata kurvan vidvams tata sakta chikir shuloka sangraham like avidvamsa sakta karmanya avidvamso, like ignorant people acting in their own way. These people of the knowledge should not imitate the ignorant. Majority are doing. Why? What is the point? Nobody is doing. Why I should do? Nobody is caring. Why I should do? Everyone is selfish. Why I should not be selfish? Not to sacrifice yourself. Let the world be selfish way. You be a different. You have understood. You be the reach out. Not to imitate how the world is. Not to follow that one. Don't say everyone is bad, everyone is corrupt, everyone is greedy, nobody is sharing, I won't share. You be a different, Shri Krishna says. Na buddhi bedam janayed ajñānam karma sanginam joshayed sarva karmani vidvan yukta samacharan. We should be very dynamic in your life, not to be a lazy person, lethargic person, and act this way. Na prakrite kriyamanani gune karmani sarvashah ahankara vimodhatma karta ahami iti manyate. The people think I am acting, but we are bound, helplessly acting. We are conditioned by the prakriti, gunas. They are prompting us to act in a certain way. And only egoistic, we are saying that I am doing this one. Success is because of my accomplishment. Or I am a failure in my life. Because because of my ahankara, I think I am responsible. Shri Krishna says we are prompted to act according to the gunas we have. Tattvavittu mahabaho gunakarma vibhagayoho gunaguneshu vartanta iti matva na sajjate. Prakrite guna sammudha sajjante gunakarmasu tan akrishna vido mandan krishna vinna vichalayet mai sarvani karmani sannyasyadhyatma chetasa nirashir nirnamo bhutva yudyasva vigatajvaraha. Shri Krishna says you have to act not to please anyone but as an offering to me. Mai sarvani karmani. Offer all your actions to me. Sanyasya adhyatma chetasa. Your intellect, buddhi, everything you offer it to me without any expectation. Nira asha. And you are egoistic without any ego. Bhutva, you fight the yudyasva vigata jvara. You fight the battle of your life without any kleshas. Vigatā-jvaraham, your confusion from the mind. I will talk about kleshas in tomorrow's class also. Yudyasva vigatā-jvaraham. Yeme mata idam nityam.
Yeme matamidam nityam.
Anutishtanti manavaha.
Anutishtanti manavaha.
Shraddhavanto anusūyanto.
Shraddhavanto anusūyanto.
Muchyante tepi karmabhihi.
Muchyante tepi karmabhihi.
And have the faith, complete faith, without criticizing the Lord. And no faith, no confidence in Lord message. You have to in the taking ridiculing the message of Lord without ridiculing, with full faith. And doing that one, you will be freed. You will be uplifting the game of your life. Yetveta-abhyasūyanto.
Yetveta-abhyasūyanto.
Nānu tishtanti te matam.
Nānu tishtanti me matam.
Sarvajñāna-vimūಢātmā.
Sarvajñāna-vimūಢātmā.
Tān viddhi nashtāna-chetasā.
Tān viddhi nashtāna-chetasah.
One who do not follow this, whatever I said, and start ridiculing this my message, it's a nashtāna-chetasa, will be lost the mind. Mind is confused, and vimūಢān viddhi will lose the battle of life. Will be go down, mind will be confused and colluded, and will go down in life. Vimūಢātmā, then that person will go into a lower species, born in a lower species. Mind is supposed to be illumined. Mind, when it becomes dull, mind need not have to be utilized. Born as in a lower species where mind is not required. God has given us the brilliant mind to get it illumined. When it is not illumined, used for a wrong purpose, you will go down into a lower species. Sadrisham cheshtate swasya.
Sadrisham cheshtate swasya.
Prakriti-jair. Prakritim yanti bhutani. Nigraha kim karishyati. Indriyasyate. Ragadvesho vivastito. Tayorna vashamagache. Tauhyasya paripantino. Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha. Paradharma swanishchitya. Swadharme nidanam shreya. Paradharmo bhayavaha. Whatever you are good at, your core competency, you continue on that one. Continue on that one. You may be doing a small thing, but you are good at that one. Continue, you will reach the highest. If you are not your area and trying to do that one, and your life will be fraught with stress and anxiety. Fear. The fear, what will happen? What will happen in fear, and best in you never will come out. Your core competency, discover whatever you are good at, continue, and God will bless you. You will reach the paradharmo bhaya sonishtitat. That is far better than doing the job of others. Do the job of you rather than doing the job of others. Job of others. What is your job? That it opens up. When you are born in a family, that tradition is there. There is a reason that you are born in that house. There is a reason, that you are born. Instead of following that one, I am picking up something altogether. It is not at all. There is a reason for everything. Why I am born here? This opportunity. Why? Because there is an already underlying current is there running, and utilize that one, the confidence. For example, doctor's son or daughter would like to study medicine because underlining that right from childhood, that current is running in that family, that already atmosphere is created. Then if you continue, not much of struggle is there. Instead of that one, if I am already in the parents are doctors, I want to do carpentry. Altogether my platform is already there, but I want to do something else. I want to learn, start all over again, something else. And the reason why you are born in that family, there is a reason, and that trend is already set up. When you continue, you will reach the highest. Arjuna Uvacha.
Arjuna Uvacha.
Vakyena prayuktoyam.
Prayuktoyam.
Papam charati purushaha.
Papam charati purushaha.
Anichannapi varshneya.
Anichannapi varshneya.
Bala diva-niyojita.
Bala diva-niyojitaha.
Sri Krishna concluded his argument. If you are your own job, instead of doing that one, when you try to do somebody else's job, that is called as papa. It is called as papa. It is not my field. I am forced to do that one. And that is papa. Arjuna asked the question. And why people do the sin? Why they get on to something else? So, papam charati purushaha. They don't want to do anything wrong, but as if they are forced into doing, why they are doing that one? What propels them to do job of something else? Why they do the wrong things, and as if they are forced. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Kamayesha krodayesha.
Kamayesha krodayesha.
Rajo guna samudbhavaha.
Rajo guna samudbhavaha.
Mahashano mahapatma.
Mahashano mahapapma.
Vidyena iha vairinam.
Vidyena iha vairinam.
The desire, selfish desire, and its desire's son is anger. The son and the father and the son. The father is desire and the son is anger. Because they are born out of Rajoguna. And Mahashano, Mahapatma, that type of desire, selfish desire cannot be satisfied. Like pouring ghee onto the fire. And it will drag you down. Vidyena iha vairinam. These two are the deadly enemies. Your enemies are these two. And last week also I mentioned this message. It has gone in other religion also, in Quran also. This message has come, and the enemy is there. He has usurped your territory and drive them out. Drive them out. In the Quran also the same message is there. How they understand, they think those who are not belonging to my religion, they are the enemies, drive them out, destroy them. But the same message, it is enemy has gone in and usurped your kingdom, and drive them out. That's the same message, but they understand as those who are not belonging to my religion are the kafirs and must be annihilated. The same message. How I am interpreting, you have to understand the Shastra under a competent teacher. Otherwise, it is susceptible to misinterpretation. Dhumena avriyate vahni.
Dhumena avriyate vahni.
Yata adarsho malena cha.
Yatha darsho malena cha.
Yata ulbena avruto.
Yatha ulbena avruto.
Garbhastata tedena avrutam.
Garbhastata tenedam avrutam.
Yat dhumena, our intellect is how it is, like the fire is covered by the smoke, or mirror is covered by the dust, or the baby in the womb. We are our way, how to get rid of this enemy from within. Enemy, sometimes it is easy. Some people, they need just a nudge. Just a nudge. They need like a small puff of air. The smoke is removed and the clear fire we can see. And for some other people, the dust on the mirror, you have to put extra effort. Some people requires a kick. And the other type of people, you can't do anything. Baby is in the womb, you can't do anything. It has to take its course. Avritam jnana-metena
Avritam jnana-metena
jnanino nitya-vairina
jnanino nitya-vairina
kamarupena kaunteya
kamarupena kaunteya
dushpurena analena cha.
dushpurena analena cha.
This kama, the nitya-vairina, kama-rupena nitya-vairina, the kama-rupena, the desire, the seed, selfish desire, that clouds my intellect. It is an eternal enemy of jnani. Even a jnani, nowhere, it is an eternal enemy within. The selfish desire. It is a jnanino nitya-vairina. It is an eternal enemy waiting to attack us. It is there within in the form of selfish desire. Dushpurena analena cha. And it is like a fire. The fire cannot be satisfied. Waiting for to burn us down. Indriyani mano buddhi.
Indriyani mano buddhi.
Adhisthana muchyate.
Asya adhisthana muchyate.
Indriyani mano buddhi.
Indriyani mano buddhi.
Asya adhisthana uchyate. Etair vimoha ityesha jnāna-avritya dehinam indriyani mano buddhi asyadhisthana uchyate etair vimoha ityesha jnāna-avritya dehinam. This desire, the sense objects, how they are attacking, how they attack, what is their game plan? The sense objects outside, they attack our senses. Senses, indriya, mana, mind and intellect. They attack in three ways. The simultaneous three-pronged attack. They attack us from three sides. Three sides, their strategy, sense objects attack us from in the senses, body, mind and intellect. Ether they call vimoha ityesha. They attacking that one, they cloud our intellect. Jnāna-avritya dehinam. Dehinam, the soul, embodied soul, becomes helpless. The soul inside, it wants to flourish, it wants to blossom, it wants to unfold itself. It becomes helpless. Sense objects in the form of desire, they have come and attacked us in the sense level, body level, mind level, intellect level, clouded, and the soul inside feels helpless, miserable. And it's dehinam jnāna-avritya, it sulks. The purpose, what for the soul is come out with the body, it feels miserable within. I lost the opportunity. I thought I had come with a great body to blossom myself. I am miserable. I am not blossoming myself, and it sulks within. The body is come, I did not utilize the opportunity. And we have done only one shloka today, and hopefully Next week we'll conclude this chapter. Vasudeva Sutam Devam
Vasudeva Sutam Devam
Kamsa Chanuramardanam
Kamsa Chanura-mardhanam
Devaki Paramanandam
Devaki Paramananda
Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum
Krishnam